why the Dodgers did something very important last night that will impact their postseason seeding. Also, Roki Sasaki pitches again. We got an update on how Roki's doing. We've got tons of injury updates, an exclusive interview with Dodgers rookie Alex Freeland. Shohei Ohtani goes tonight. Kike Hernandez is back. The Dodgers have won 3 straight games. Oh, and Clayton Kershaw not on the NLDS roster. That's coming up next on Dodgers Dugout Live.
It's time for Dodger baseball. Welcome to Dodger Stadium.
This is the golden age of Dodger baseball. The Dodgers are building a dynasty.
You got it, Roy, in parade. We got it, parade. The Dodgers punch back and head to the championship series. Ohtani starts the 50-50 club. Milky Magic. Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone. Start the party, Los Angeles. Your Dodgers have won the World Series.
Think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.
What is up, Dodgers Nation, and welcome to another episode of Dodgers Dugout Live, the #1 Dodgers podcast and Dodgers show on YouTube. Everything you need to know about your boys in blue in less than an hour. My name is Doug McKain. I cover the Dodgers for Dodgers Nation, a credentialed member of the media. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet, do us a huge favor. Subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel. Over 135,000 subscribers. We're looking into our next giveaway. And if you want to be eligible for our giveaways, you subscribe, have the notification bell on, and comment down below, and you'll be eligible for all of our giveaways. Also, lots of questions about the Dodgers Nation Discord. It has quickly become the most poppin' Dodgers Discord in all the land. Thousands of Dodgers fans talking ball all day, every day, 24/7, 365. So definitely join that. And it's a special day because it's Shohei Ohtani Unicorn Bump Day. And our new Showtime 2 shirt is out now on gearup.la in honor of his start and bobblehead night. This shirt is for the real ones who understand Shohei Ohtani isn't just a player, he's the whole game. Featuring a powerful design of Shohei staring into a mirror mid-windup only to see himself locked in and ready to swing. This tee captures the rare two-way greatness that's rewriting baseball history in real time. Made from soft, high-quality cotton, it's built for comfort whether you're at the stadium or talking MVP stats with your crew. Dual threat energy, Dodgers pride. Wear it like you mean it. The link to purchase will be pinned in our live chat in the description of this video. So now you guys can get that exclusive. Go pick it up. This gearup.la exclusive t-shirt for our YouTube viewers. Go check that out today. Get merged up. This will not last. A fire t-shirt. So definitely go check that out. By the way, a reminder, this is a live stream. And we are looking for all of your comments, all of your Dodgers takes, your questions, anything funny, anything hilarious. Last night's chat definitely got off the rails in the best way possible in our live show at Dodgers Stadium. So anything tonight after the game will be good times too. But during the day, our 7th inning stretch is later in the show. That's where we take all of your Dodgers related questions. So be on the lookout for that. And we got Noel. He's rocking with us as always. Producer Noel, looking for your comments, looking for your takes. He'll feature them, and we are going to give out a comment of the show. Yesterday, our comment of the show was Taylor Swift got a ring before the Padres.
Finish him.
That was the comment of the show. So who's going to get the comment of the show today? We'll be on the lookout for that. If you see the comment of the show, you're going to see one of these. So be on the lookout. Drop those takes down below. But we've got so much Dodger baseball to get into. So let's get right into it.
Leading off, the hottest story in Dodger baseball.
So we got a lot of Dodger baseball to get into, but I want to start with the postseason rotation talk. And I asked you guys over on the X for the poll question of the show. I asked you, who would be your Game 4 starter for the Dodgers in the postseason? And I gave you 2 options. Tyler Glasnow, and Clayton Kershaw. And right now, 52% say you would have Clayton Kershaw over Tyler Glasnow at the moment. And last night, Clayton Kershaw proved once again that he's still got it. That he's entered his Greg Maddux era, where it's about command. It's not about heat and velocity. And he's never been a velocity-reliant pitcher, right? He's never been that type of guy, the Randy Johnsons of the world, the true flamethrowers. Even Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander are guys that have thrown harder than Kersh throughout his career. He's not a Paul Skeens. What he is a guy that knows how to pitch. What he is a guy that is gritty on the mound and is a master of his craft. And as long as he has fastball location, that sets up the slider. That sets up the curveball. Yesterday, we saw that split change for a strikeout against Steer. And Kersh is a guy that knows how to compete. And last night, did have his best stuff, but didn't walk guys, right? Those walks will kill you. That's something that Tyler Glasnow has dealt with recently. And Kersh was also pitching on regular rest. So Shohei could get that start today. So pitching on regular rest, not getting the extended rest, and going out there and giving this team what it needs. And I am astonished that Kersh is still this effective in year 18. Clayton Kershaw has thrown more than 3,000 innings in his career, regular season and postseason combined. He's pitched over 18 seasons at this point, spring training, regular season, postseason. And he still is one of the top 20 best pitchers in baseball. Somehow, some way, with a strikeouts per 9 that's less than 6, with a fastball that's averaging 89 miles per hour, Clayton Kershaw is still one of the best in baseball. He's not old, he's vintage. It's Kersh classic. And throughout the month of August, when the Dodgers needed him the most, when they needed him to be his best, he has delivered. A 1.88 ERA in 5 starts in August. The Dodgers have won those games. He's been 5-0 in those starts. When he is on the mound, this team, it's like that meme with the video game, where you're sitting back and then when Kershaw's on the mound, you lean forward and you focus in on the video game and you go crazy. It's like the fourth quarter in Madden. And you're playing one of your friends. You do not want to lose. There's nothing worse than playing Madden or a sports game, but in front of your friends. If it's just you and the friend, it's not that bad. But when it's you versus your friend and a bunch of people there, then you have the most pride. You're as locked in. And that is what the Dodgers are behind him when he's on the mound. And it really starts to beg the question, is Clayton Kershaw pitching so well that he deserves a start early in the postseason in the NLDS? Would you start him over Tyler Glasnow? We're going to talk about that next, but here was Clayton Kershaw after the game. I asked him how he was so effective in August and really what was the biggest key to his success this month, and here's what he said.
A 1.88 ERA this month in 5 starts. Does it feel like you're getting better month to month, and just kind of what's been the key to your success this month?
Yeah, it was a good August. I don't know, physically everything feels good. I think, everything changes from start to start sometimes, but overall it was great, and the team got a lot of wins, which was great, and fun to be a part of it at this time of year. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty obvious to me after the first batter. My slider wasn't great, so I just didn't feel like I had the arm speed to throw it well. So just tried to go to the arm side a little bit more, try to throw some more changeups, curveballs. And Will did a good job. Will kind of guided me through that and picked the right spots to throw different pitches, mixed in as many fastballs as we needed to, and it worked out through 5. I don't know how much longer it would have worked out, but it worked out through 5. Will did a good job. He kind of flipped the script and just started kind of throwing a lot of different stuff, trying to be creative, keep him off balance, because it wasn't coming out tonight so good. So I'm fortunate to make it through 5, and it's obviously not as deep as you want to get, but thankfully with Shee last night, our bullpen was fresh, and we had the off day on Thursday, so it kind of worked out for us, and bullpen did a great job and got the win.
So there's Clayton Kershaw. And yes, there's no doubt about it. Clayton Kershaw has been great. He has been better than I think anyone could have thought he would have been coming back after surgery. A lot of Dodgers fans, they wanted him gone. They said, hey, retire, Unk. You're washed. We're done. Go to Cooperstown already. Like what Pedro Martinez, I heard Pedro Martinez say this to Kersh in the tunnel of the All-Star game, said, I'll see you in Cooperstown. A lot of Dodgers fans out there, more than I would like to admit that I saw with my own eyes on social media, in the comments saying, retire, old man, you don't got it. And he's proven all of those haters and all those doubters wrong. It's crickets from those fans. It is Homer Simpson back into the bush meme from those Kershaw haters. But having said all this, and being the most devout Christian, I don't think that this means he should start over Tyler Glasnow in the postseason. I do not think that. I do not think that even this version of Clayton Kershaw, where he's outperformed his numbers, would demand it to where you say, you know what? He's pitched so well, we think that he can pitch better than the guys in front of him in the rotation right now. Because if you look at his stuff, what he does at an elite level, he misses barrels, he doesn't walk guys, and he gets ground ball outs. He also does a really nice job of kind of just reading the situation. Like, I love the fact that he brings up Will Smith a couple different times during that presser and give Will Smith a lot of credit for realizing, hey, didn't have his slider yesterday? Go curveball. Go split change. Locate the fastball up in the zone. So he's great at making in-game adjustments. But when it comes to strikeout rate, 10th percentile, 16.3%, whiff percentage, chase rate, hard hit rate, average exit velocity, things like that, they're not elite. Expected ERA, expected batting average. When you look at Tyler Glasnow, it's still off the charts with a lot of things that you want to see from a guy in the postseason. 89th percentile in strikeout rate. Whiff rate, he's elite. Expected batting average, he's elite. Opponents hitting 207 off of him. The issue that Glasnow is having right now is the walks. A 12.6% walk rate, that's in the 3rd percentile. But the postseason is where velocity plays up. It's where big stuff plays up. And what kind of message would that send to Glasnow, who has worked his way back? He has reworked his mechanics to stay healthy. You sign him to a $136.5 million deal, and you're going to have Kersh start over him. What would that say for Tyler Glasnow moving forward? And I don't think that this is an indictment on Clayton Kershaw. I don't think this is saying, oh, Kersh isn't built for the postseason. No, I don't think that at all. What I do think is that this could work out perfectly for the Dodgers and Clayton Kershaw, because I think that all Clayton wants to do is he just wants to be a part of the team and help the team in any way he can win another World Series. And he's done that on a tremendous level already, but it's not like if he doesn't play in the NLDS, he won't get a start in the NLCS or possibly the World Series. Now, if the Dodgers leave him out the NLDS roster and they don't win that round, then yeah, that would not be a fun way to potentially end your career with the Dodgers and your career in Major League Baseball. But just think about this. I want to play this sound from last year at the Dodgers parade. This is from the Dodgers championship parade, where checks notes Clayton Kershaw did not pitch at all during the postseason. Clayton Kershaw, for the year that the Dodgers won the World Series in 2024, he ended up pitching a grand total of 30 innings, had a 4.5 ERA, did not pitch in the postseason, was dealing with that toe injury that made it impossible for him to come back. And this was Kershaw's reaction to a Dodgers World Series where he didn't pitch one pitch or inning throughout that entire postseason run. This was Kershaw's reaction.
Oh, man. I've waited for this day for a long time. I've waited to celebrate for a long time. I can't imagine being anywhere else right now. And I can't imagine doing it with a better group of guys than this group right here.
I'm at a loss for words, guys. I didn't have anything to do with this championship, but it feels like I have the best feeling in the world. They get to celebrate with you guys. Two-time champ, and a lot more coming. Let's go! I love you guys. Thank you. Dodgers for life.
So you hear right there, that is how excited he was to be a part of a World Series. They didn't even pitch. So just imagine if he does anything on the mound to help this team. He does not want to be the lead singer of this band. He doesn't even want to be the lead guitarist or the drummer. My man's cool with playing bass, which is a very important part of a band. He just wants to help this team in any way that he can. So I don't think you have to thrust him into this situation where I don't think it fits him best in a shorter series. I think in a larger series, you have more margin for error. The Dodgers' depth takes its toll more on the other team. So what I would propose is for give me Clayton Kershaw on the hoodie. Give me Clayton Kershaw being the guy that is around his teammates, being everything they need to be. And I look at a Dodgers NLDS roster on the pitching side, you got 14 pitchers. Here's what I have so far. Shohei Ohtani, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Blake Snell, Tyler Glasnow, Blake Trinan, Tanner Scott, Alex Vesia, Kirby Yates, Ben Kasperius, Anthony Bonda, Edgardo Henriquez, Michael Kopech, Emmet Sheehan, and don't forget about Brock Stewart. So you load up with your 4 best starters when it comes to overall stuff. Of course, that includes Shohei Ohtani. That doesn't count against the roster spot. And you got your 4 guys. Because the other thing you got to factor in too is if you have Clayton Kershaw on the NLDS roster, he's your 5th starter, right? He ain't going game 5. Is a game 5 for a Kersh that hasn't pitched in that series better than a Shohei Ohtani or a Yamamoto or a Blake Snell potentially getting another start? Or would it be better had to have a game 4 Clayton Kershaw over a game 4 Tyler Glasnow? I just don't think so. And I also don't think that he's built to come out of the bullpen. This is not 2019 where you throw him out into a terrible situation, he does his job, and he comes back and he gives up those home runs. This is not a 2016 Nationals situation where he's at the peak of his powers. I think you do the right thing and you load up with arms that you can play matchups with. Now, one of the best things about what has developed for the Dodgers right now is because they've gotten quality starting pitching and their rotation has been stabilized. Now you don't have to force guys into different situations. One thing you've seen is you can use Jack Dreyer early in the game. You can use guys that are lefties on lefties. You can play matchups, Jack Dreyer versus a lefty. You can use Ben Kasperius in a spot against a righty, go out there and try to pump 99 on the corner. One thing that the stabilization of the rotation has done is it has allowed the bullpen to find their roles. And that's not Clayton Kershaw's role on this team, to be a bullpen piece. You didn't go out there and sign Tanner Scott, Kirby Yates, trade for Michael Kopech, develop Anthony Bonda, have Alex Vesia. You don't do that unless you feel confident that they're going to be able to get it done in the postseason. Because if you use him as a bullpen piece in the DS, you're just doing that because he's Clayton Kershaw. You're just doing that out of respect because he's a legend for this game and for this franchise. You're not doing it because you think that he's necessarily a better fit than the other guys they have. Remember, you got lefties, you got Vesia, you got Bonda, you got Dreyer, you got Scott. So you look at the home runs and things like that, and if he has any issues, I mean, look at the first inning of this game. I mean, he settled down. So Clayton Kershaw said he didn't have his best stuff, right? He said he didn't have his best stuff, but Kersh actually settled down in this game. He came out there in the first inning and he was giving up some hits. Gave a double to Steer, single to De La Cruz. Would you want his 1 inning to be a 1 inning out of the bullpen like that? No. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to protect this. Let's not get carried away here let's not go overboard, okay? Let's not use this as a reason to ride on Tyler Glasnow. This team is in really good shape. I'm telling you. And a lot can change in the blink of an eye, but they're in a much better position. If Kershaw or any of these guys go down, Emmet Sheehan steps up, right? I mean, there's other guys. Now, I'm very confident that would be, if everyone stays healthy, their rotation. I have heard that Brock Stewart's going to be fine. Alex Vesia told us yesterday that he wanted to pitch during the Padres series. I do think that this is a combination of giving him some rest because he has been the guy that's made his way through the entire season, pitching over 50 innings. Alex Vesia has been great, but let's not mess up a good thing. Let's not mess up a good thing with Clayton Kershaw, right? I mean, it's like you don't want to just overly do it. You don't want to overeat on your dessert, right? I mean, that's how it is. That's how it is when you have dessert, right? It's really good. It's really good. But when you take that one last bite of cheesecake and you get overboard, then it's like, oh, it kind of makes you sick. You got to know when to use it. I think that Kershaw can still help this team in a big way, but I don't think it should be as the Game 4 starter. I still have Tyler Glasnow. Now, an update on Roki Sasaki. He pitched again yesterday, and you're seeing some positive signs for Roki. The splitter is still a potentially elite pitch in the show. The issue is he's not generating swing and miss with that four-seam fastball, but you did see better stuff as far as just overall velocity with the four-seam fastball, and you'll notice that I did not have Roki Sasaki on that NLDS roster. I mean, Roki Sasaki, I think, is an insurance policy at this point. If any of their guys go down and they're kind of in dire straits, they need someone. But yesterday, his line was he went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, had 4 strikeouts and 2 walks, 9 whiffs, had a 44% whip percentage on that splitter, did touch 99 on the heater, almost finished 4 innings, but he would give up 3 straight singles and allow a walk with 2 outs, and they pulled him from the game. So, not terrible, really. I mean, the first inning through 21 pitches, gave up a run, gave up a hit. It's still a work in progress, but you are seeing at least a little increase in the velocity. In 75 pitches, you're working your way up from that standpoint. I think this year at this point is just about, hey, we know the splitter plays. We know the splitter has a 553 RPM, which is insanely low. It's like a knuckle splitter. It's a very, very unique pitch, that demon splitter, right? And it's just about finding the velocity on the fastball, getting more whiff with the four seam, and finding the slider. So he's still a really good project, but I think it's not something you want to rely on this year. It's not something you want to rely on this year is Roki Sasaki coming back. I just don't see that. Pablo Ramos 420 says, what are Kershaw's postseason numbers, DMac? Oh, wait. You know what's funny is Kershaw had just pitched so much in the postseason. I mean, he's pitched off the top of my head 194 innings in the postseason. And yes, the numbers are what they are, but he's had a lot of good starts too. I mean, no one talks about game 1 of the World Series against the Astros where you get 1 run in 7 innings, had 11 strikeouts, no walks. I mean, starts against the Braves, starts against the Rays, starts against the Brewers. I mean, he's had his good starts in the postseason. It's just the bad ones were magnified because, quite frankly, he was misused by old school bad management. Don Mattingly was an awful manager when you look at the way he managed the bullpen. I'm not going to go too deep in the weeds here, but things are very different. If Clayton Kershaw came up and Andrew Friedman and this organization already ran the team when he came up, I think it'd be a different story. I actually talked to his old manager, Joe Torre, at the All-Star game, and Joe Torre told me that he was stubborn. He used the word stubborn and that he wanted to stay in games and he wanted to go out there and compete. And I think that sometimes you have to save these guys from themselves. And sure, his postseason legacy is complicated. He's not Kurt Schilling in the postseason. There's no doubt about that. But I do think that He was not done a lot of favors by management, by relievers that came in and allowed inherited runners. And sure, it's a part of it, but I mean, to use that as a reason why you think he's a bad pitcher or that he's overrated, I think is just flat out ridiculous. I think you look at Mike Trout. Mike Trout hasn't even gotten these postseason at bats, right? He's playing one postseason series. Clayton Kershaw is almost a victim of being in such a consistent organization. And sometimes the timing thing, you need your prime to align when your team is better. And unfortunately, yeah, I mean, he had his rough starts to the postseason, but I don't think that defines his career. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He will have a statue one day. And that, I think, will be his legacy as the pitcher of his generation. But coming up next, I got an interview with my man, Alex Freeland. Caught up with rookie Alex Freeland. And before that, I got a quick interview I did with Elly De La Cruz. You do not want to miss my interview with Elly De La Cruz. Also go to gearup.la and go to gearup.la right now and pick up our latest t-shirt because it is an absolute heater. Go check it out. It's straight gas, as the kids say. So coming up next, got some more Dodgers Dugout Live for you. We'll get to your questions in a little bit. Let's do it. That's coming up next on Dodgers Dugout Live. Welcome to the Dodgers Nation Podcast Network, your front row seat to everything Dodgers all season long. Home of the #1 Dodgers podcast in the world, Dodgers Dugout Live, hosted by me, Doug McKain. Friends call me DMac, and we cover everything about your boys in blue, everything you need to know about Dodger baseball in less than an hour. We've got breaking news, post-game breakdowns, roster updates, trade rumors, in-depth player analysis, Dodgers trivia, you name it, whether it's a wild walk long. We're the #1 Dodgers site on every platform, and we're born and based in LA. We're loyal to the soil. Dodger baseball is what we do. Trusted by tens of thousands of daily listeners, Dodgers Nation is more than just recaps. We are LA. Whether you're in Echo Park or out in the Valley, Beverly Hills, whatever it is, if you bleed blue, this pod's for you. The more you guys subscribe, the bigger we can build, and we can do this together. So stay up to date with our Dodgers Nation post-game shows and breakdowns and podcasts. You can listen while you're lifting, while you're in traffic, or while pretending to answer work emails. We won't tell. Subscribe now on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your baseball fix. So if you're a new listener or a longtime listener of the podcast, write us a review and we'll read it on the show. Join the conversation, stay ahead of the game, and never miss a pitch with the Dodgers Nation Podcast Network. And welcome back to Dodgers Dugout Live, the #1 Dodgers podcast and Dodgers show on YouTube. Shohei Ohtani bobblehead night, the 50-50. Noel, what do you think about the bobblehead today? I mean, what's you're the bobblehead expert, the reviewer.
Hey,
yeah, what do you think?
It's pretty incredible. I don't think they missed on bobblehead yet this year. It's been a pretty generational season in terms of
they've done a really great job. They really have. I got my Kobe one that's at the crib, and I think that was the standout one for sure.
I'm excited to see you put this one right next to the other 50-50.
Well, I'm not going, and I'm not going to pay for it. So
no, we're gonna get you one though.
Yeah, maybe.
We're gonna.
You know me.
We're gonna figure something out.
If it's free, if it's for me, if it's free, give me 3. But if I have to pay, no way.
Hey man, just Shohei starting tonight on is, he always has something special for the bobblehead.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be really exciting. It's gonna be really exciting. And a guy who said that he wants to learn Japanese, that he's learning Japanese just so he could speak to Shohei Ohtani, is Cincinnati Reds superstar Elly De La Cruz. Now, Elly De La Cruz is still pre-arbitration. He will not be a free agent until after the 2029 season, but he has expressed a lot of love and interest in Los Angeles. He loves Los Angeles. He feels like Los Angeles. The fact that he's 6'5", the personality, the hair, the glasses, Elly De La Cruz. Well, that'll be our t-shirt. That'll be okay. We're gonna get that one made. Actually, wait. Noel, make sure that we edit this part out. Let's edit the Elly De La Cruz out so no one can take our idea.
Can take it, yeah.
We know how it goes down in this world.
I gotta be honest, I did see MLB tweet it yesterday.
Oh, they did?
They put LA, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to burst your bubble, but I'm sorry.
It's messed up.
I had to be honest. I always keep it a buck with you.
So, okay, I'll be honest here. I do run the MLB Twitter account.
I knew it.
I do run the MLB Twitter account.
knew it.
But though, if it's us versus MLB, we will patent it before they do.
Oh,
Okay?
look at this one. Ron Staubel said Elly Angeles. I like that one.
LA Angeles. That works. I like Elly De La Cruz. But here's my interview. I hope you guys got a lot of time. If you guys better have a lot of time set aside for this interview because it is a long one. I saw Elly De La Cruz. I went over to the Reds dugout saying hi to Gavin Lux and trying to get a feel for the way things are going over on Cincinnati side. And I saw Elly signing autographs for fans. And here's my interview with Elly De La Cruz.
LA is still your city? My city, bro. In GTA, right?
All right, pretty long interview right there. I know, guys. I mean, longer than like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I mean, that absolutely was longer than Taylor Swift's prenup with Travis Kelce. I mean, I know it was a pretty long interview there, but of course, I kid. It was kind of like my Reggie Jackson interview, but the message is the same. I asked Elly De La Cruz, is LA your city? And he said, it's my city, bro. And here was Elly De La Cruz talking about LA being a city a couple years back, if you don't know where that's from.
Elly came up against the Dodgers, hitting nearly 400, hitting 400 against the Dodgers. What is it about playing this Los Angeles Dodgers team for you?
Que será compitiendo contra los Dodgers ya que llegaste bateando 400 contra ellos.
No, algo. Oye, lo primero es que estamos en mi ciudad. That's my city. This is my city. Y no, nos sentimos cómodos y estamos haciendo ajustes.
No, I mean, first of all, this is my city, and it's just that we're making adjustments little by little. We're making adjustments, so it's working.
When you hit the home run, you came back into the dugout and you said, "This is my city." Why is this your city?
I was born in LA. That's my city, though.
Now, this we did not know that you were born in LA. Now, are you pulling my chain here? Is he yanking my chain?
Que si le estás mintiendo.
No, that's my city, for real.
All right, we're going to stick with it, that this is your city. Now, you've experienced the ups and downs at the plate at this level. Right now, going good. You mentioned adjustments. What are some of the adjustments that you've made?
Que ha sido esos ajustes que te has tenido que hacer estos últimos meses?
No, el ajuste es siempre buscar el picheo mío. Eso es lo único que hay que hacer. El picheo del pitcher, dejarlo pasar y coger el mío.
I mean, for me, the biggest adjustment that I had to do is just to look for my pitch. The pitcher will throw his own pitch, whatever it is, but that's not the one that I want. It's always about what I want to hit up there.
How much does it mean that you guys have competed with the best in baseball? You took both series against the Dodgers.
Que como es para competir contra los mejores equipos y ganaron especialmente este equipo 2 veces la serie.
Se siente heavy, en verdad, y no importa quién sea el contrincante, nosotros vamos fuertes siempre, todo el tiempo.
I mean, it feels great it doesn't matter who we're going to compete against. We're always trying to get those victories, but it feels awesome to get them.
Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
No longer the city of angels, it's the city of LA. Let's go back to Cincinnati.
The city of LA. I like that. Everyone's got their own little thing. By the way, no, he was not born in LA. He wasn't born at Cedars-Sinai or Huntington Hospital. He was born in Sabana Grande de Boya in the Dominican Republic, in the DR. I've been to the DR. I love the Dominican Republic. They call it La Sangre when you have the blood of the baseball player. And he certainly has the blood of the baseball player. Now, I do want to say this. We're not going to spend too much time. You guys know we're not going to spend a lot of time about Elly De La Cruz and being a Dodger. But I will say this, that he clearly wants to be here. He clearly does. Like, he wants to be a Dodger. He's too big for Cincinnati, like literally and figuratively, 6'5". And yes, he does not become a free agent for a while. He's pre-arbitration, and then he has 3 years after that, his age 25, 26, and 27 season. But let's not forget, when the Dodgers got Mookie Betts, he was young for being a guy that was going to enter free agency at 28. And are the Reds really going to give Elly De La Cruz a $300, $400, $500 million bag? I think 300-400 is realistic for him. And we'll see with that new CBA how it looks. So will he last till free agency in Cincinnati? Does anyone actually believe that? that they're going to commit to him. Would he even sign an extension there? Like Jose Ramirez wanted to be in, and they said they nailed the accent. Noel, let's go. They said that Jose Ramirez wanted to be in Cleveland, right? He felt comfortable there. There's no way, unless it's the most ridiculous extension by the Reds, which is unlikely. They're not a team that's done that he would sign a long-term extension with the Reds. So that means that they're probably going to wait until they could max out on his value. And once those arbitration years start to pile up and you're having to pay him $10, $20 million a season, and the later you wait, the less of return you're going to get, especially depending on how well he performs. Well, that tells you right there that would be time to trade him. And that brings me to the Dodgers farm system. Look at the Dodgers farm system. Did you trade away the farm for Ryan Helsley, who's been bad, who blew a save yesterday? Did you blow through the farm system for a reliever? No, you don't do it for relievers. You do it for Elly De La Cruz's. And the Dodgers have the number one farm system. And the Dodgers are going to continue to scout, draft, develop. And they're either going to use those guys or they are going to trade those guys. And Elly De La Cruz is someone who, if he became available, you would have to believe the Dodgers would be interested in trading for him. And Mookie Betts, who we're going to talk more about tomorrow, he's feeling comfortable at the shortstop spot to the point where, does he play that position for a couple more years? And then maybe even the next shortstop could be Elly De La Cruz. Or could it be Alex Freeland after that? Or will Elly De La Cruz even stay at shortstop? He's actually at -4 outs above average. So it's fun to think about it. Close your eyes and think of Elly De La Cruz in that crispy wedding gown white, 10 out of 10 fire Dodgers home jersey. Dodgers across the chest. De La Cruz on the back. It would be awesome. It would be great. Him and Shohei. I think Andy Pajes would love the number there because he's 44, but they'll figure something out. Elly De La Cruz. Okay, so we're going to get to you guys here in a second, but I want to get to my interview with Alex Freeland. So I caught up with Alex Freeland before yesterday's game. I just want to say, love this kid. I think he's got a lot of talent. Talking to his teammates, talking to coaches, this guy bleeds what Dodger baseball is all about. He hates to lose. He's competitive. He works hard. He is so open to coaching. He's like a sponge right now in this Dodgers organization. You've started to see that the offensive numbers are trending in the right direction because he's getting more confidence. The power's up. Alex Freeland could be the next homegrown guy that the Dodgers could develop, and it could be a foundational piece for this franchise. But here was my interview with Alex Freeland.
Man, I don't know if you know, I don't remember this, but before the second game, I was like, are you going to hit another dinger tonight? And you're like, yes, sir. Boom. I'm not going to take credit. You know what I'm saying?
You can take credit.
I can take credit?
Remember that now?
You remember that? Okay, yeah. You do? Okay. All right, we're here with Dodgers rookie, Alex Freeland. First, I want to ask you, Alex, I see you working with Mookie Betts, and it looks like you guys are going through all the nuances of the shortstop position. Just kind of what has that experience been like?
I'm grateful for Mookie. I mean, he's gone out of his way to kind of mentor me and guide me through just everything baseball related. Yeah, I mean, we're working out there earlier, just like going over like literally the fundamentals of just fielding a ground ball. So I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, so you guys doing something where it was like kind of a glove side thing where you're kind of pushing down, he's kind of pushing out. What was that kind of specifically about?
Just like where we're fielding the ball, like what foot we want to field it off of, and then like what our next step is right after that.
What is your favorite defensive position to play? Is it shortstop?
Yeah, it's short. Mookie knows that too.
Yeah. That's the glamour spot, right?
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, I don't mind. As long as I'm in the lineup, like I don't care. I'll play left field for.
I gotta ask you, who were your guys growing up at the position?
Obviously Jeter, but Andrelton Simmons, and then like my favorite player growing up was definitely Chipper Jones. So just like that third, like left side of the infield.
Who never knows? Maybe at some point in your career you could be over there, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, what have you learned just as far as defensively? Because I mean, you're already known as a really good defender at the minor league level, but is there anything you kind of unlocked with playing at this level, being around these guys?
There's a lot that I haven't learned yet.
Yeah.
And me and Mook had a conversation earlier, and I've got a lot to learn, but Just being aggressive, attacking the ball, creating angles, where you're catching the ball in your glove, like just like the small, minute things, like those will carry you to the long run. So yeah, just like those very small details.
And you're hearing all these oohs and ahs with the fans, with the plays that Mookie's making. How about that backhand play he made yesterday? Just kind of, what is that like to see that?
That was sick. I got the best seat in the house for that one. I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm watching, I'm like, oh my God. They're sick.
Is it kind of wild to see that go from right field to shortstop like that and play that position?
It's very impressive. Like, it's more impressive than anything. Like, he's got 6 gold gloves out there, right?
Yeah, 6.
Yeah. He's just uber athletic. I mean, like, he can play any sport and be fine.
It'd be cool. I'm sure, like, at some point in your career, you're going to be like, Mookie will be in the Hall of Fame, and you're, like, in the middle of your career, and you're going to think about that, and then you're going to help someone later on in your career. They're going to ask him about Alex Freeland some advice, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, now, as far as you offensively, you had a big series in Colorado, and then you built off that 2 home runs against the Padres. Just how confident are you becoming at the plate, especially with the power stroke?
Yeah, very confident. I mean, just seeing that little bit of success kind of gives me that extra bit of confidence. I mean, like, I already believe that, like, I'm supposed to be here, but, like, seeing those hits fall and, like, the home runs, like, just gives me, like, that little bit of, like, extra confidence. So, like, it was huge. Like, that was a really good series. So we're just looking to build off that. I mean, I know I didn't have any hits last night, but, like, I thought I had 2 really good at-bats off of a really good starting pitcher. So, yeah, just build on that and then show up every day.
Is there anything different at the plate from when you first came up to now, kind of the evolution of your swing at this level?
Nothing too much different, like, in my swing necessarily. Like, maybe, like, in my load, like, a couple, like, minor tweaks. But I just think, like, being up here, like, pitching's so much better. Like, you don't get mistakes very often. So, like, when I do get them, like, I'm trying to get them.
Is there, like, a type of situation, a type of pitch that's the most difficult at this level?
No, I think I'm just learning everything. Yeah.
No, so what if I told you at the beginning of the year that we're in August and you have a prominent role on the Los Angeles Dodgers, Shohei, Mookie, Freddie, all these guys, and you're really a big part of this already?
That's
what I wanted.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Yeah, that was the goal?
Yeah. So especially, like, start of this year, like, I know I wasn't I wasn't going to AAA and, like, thinking, like, oh, when are they going to call me up and then this, that, and that. Like, I just tried to, like, handle what I could control or control what I could control, and then whenever I got up here, and, like, this is always, like, in the back of my mind, like, this is what I was wanting.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the Dodgers AAA, I mean, they take care of you guys, right? There's nothing like playing in front of 50,000 fans and the planes, the hotels. And what has been your favorite part about big league life so far?
Oh, my God. There's
right?
so much nice stuff. The hotel's unreal. The flight's unreal. But I think the best part is, like, playing in Dodger Stadium, like, in front of, like, 50,000, especially, like, coming from, like, OKC. There's not a lot of fans. So, like, coming here, it's like, wow, like, this is insane.
Is it, like, intimidating, or just kind of what does it look like? Because it's just, I've heard players talk about seeing the decks and...
Yeah, I mean, like, pitchers, like, talk about, like, the 4-deck syndrome. Like, if you believe in it, then it'll happen. But, like, I don't really believe in it. I think it's just, like, cool, like I get to go out there every single night, and, like, if I make a cool play, like, this place is gonna erupt. So it's like, I'm not worried about, like, failing, like, in front of 50,000. Like, I'm thinking, like, oh, like, what if I do something good? Like, this place is gonna erupt. It's gonna be cool. So.
Yeah, you know, a lot of players talk about, like, you got that dog, you got that competitive spirit in you. Where do you think that comes from?
I mean, growing up, I wasn't, like, the biggest kid, and I was born with a club foot, so, like, I just naturally didn't really fit in. So I always kind of have, like, that chip on my shoulder, like that edge, where, like, I might be different, but, like, I'm gonna still go out there and play hard and, like, show you that I can do it.
Did you have, like, surgeries for that, or?
Yeah, I had full foot reconstruction before I was even 1. So, like, that's what a club foot just means, like, your foot's, like, completely broken. So, like, before I was even 1, they cut me open and then took out, like, all my bones in my foot and then replaced them, and then what's it called? They, like, fused them together.
Wow.
Yeah,
my cousin actually had that. I was just thinking about that. But for you to kind of now do this on this level, it's got to be pretty spectacular. How about just putting that Dodgers uniform on? I mean, it's super clean. Players talk about, I've heard players say that, like, sometimes when they start, they kind of look down at it during games. I mean, what's that like?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's every little kid's dream, almost every little kid's dream, to put on a Los Angeles Dodgers uniform. So to put this one on and to play in front of this and kind of in this kind of environment, it's super surreal.
Yeah, as far as just kind of the goal for the rest of the season, I mean, a lot of competition even within this team. You're a guy that has really made some noise lately. Is your goal to just stick on this roster and help this team in the postseason? You never know what can happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, all I care about is being here and helping them win. So whatever that role is, whether it's me coming to pitch it in the ninth or play second base, third base, left field, or pinch run, whatever it is, just to be on the roster, it's like a win.
That's incredible. So last night you had V, the Korean pop star, and there's all this. So we have the number one Dodgers podcast. We have this chat that's always just doing comments. A lot of people in the chat say that you remind them of Morgan Wallen, the country superstar. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that nonstop since being up here.
Okay, so it's not just us?
No, it's not just y'all. I've also heard Benson Boone.
Benson Boone?
Yeah.
Can you sing it all, Alex Freeland?
God, no.
Hey, what about your walk-up? We maybe do a Morgan Wallen walk-up song, maybe?
Should I do it?
That'd be, hey, he's got that one that he does the intro with I think Lil Durk.
Yeah, Broadway Girls?
Yeah, Broadway Girls.
All right, I might have to do
Let's make the switch to Broadway Girls.
All right. I might have to do some Morgan Wallen then.
All right, sweet. All right, last question. This is our guy Bob Guerin, the great coach here, but last question. I'll get you out of here on this one. Bar fight. You got to pick two of your Dodgers teammates. Who would you pick and why?
Okay. You're going to pick... One of them's got to be Enriquez. He's massive, scary dude. Throws 104. And the second one has to be Dalton Rushing.
Dude, that's a good combo. A kick from Dalton Rushing. You're donezo, man. I love it. Well, there he is, Alex Freeland. There's not a lot of stock left, but if there is, buy some now. This guy has a bright future in this organization. Congrats on your success. Your rookie season, Alex.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, you're the man, dude. Take it easy, bro. Hey, make that switch. All right, hey, that'd be lit. The crowd would love it.
There he goes, Alex Freeland. So if we hear him walking up to Morgan Wallen, then there you have it. Like, it was started by this show, so that'd be pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty awesome. But all right, guys, give me your thoughts on anything we talked about on the show so far. I mean, how high are you guys? Are you guys buying stock on Alex Freeland? Let me know down below. But now it's your time to shine. We're going to give out a comment of the show. We got some super chats to read. I set off some real time for you guys today on the 7th inning stretch.
The 7th inning stretch.
I say like. All right, we got Ruben Tamayo. What do you call 40 millionaires around the TV watching the World Series? The San Diego Padres. Wow. That's an early contender. That's an early contender for comment of the show. Wait, run that back just so I have it.
You want that Control Z action?
Yes. Let's see. We got, what do you call 40 millionaires around the TV watching the World Series? The San Diego Padres.
Bruh.
Love it. Sneaky Panda, $5 super chat. Freeland looking like a 70s player with that mustache. Come on, man.
Bruh.
I like the stash. I like the Morgan. I like the kid. I'm rooting for the guy. Lucy Park, the Reggie Jackson interview was epic. Yeah, I mean, they're studying it in journalism school as we speak. Claudia 11, who knew DMac was bilingual? Nice job, DMac. Hey, you know how it is. Got that Duolingo, got the Rosetta Stone, but we all speak the language of baseball. Edgard, DMac, save me a pulled pork torta, please. I know you like to eat them all. I do like pulled pork tortas. They're flavorful. I really do. What's your favorite torta, Noel?
Oh, easily the carnitas. If you know,
torta. Those are the juiciest.
They are the juiciest, and it's like the most tender meat.
I love to suck all that juice out of those.
All right.
No, because
DMac is clip farming everyone. He knows what he's doing.
That's funny. That's funny. That's a thing.
Bruh.
That's funny. I do. I listen. Okay, you got me there. All right, we got. He's not a bad pitcher, just not a postseason pitcher. DMac. That's it. I mean, like I said, we'll get back to that another day. How about this? I'm going to do a deep dive on the postseason legacy of Clayton Kershaw. That might be a good thing that Rob and I will work on. You know, like a little 10-minute video, Noel. Adam, why did Roki throw 103 in Japan? Now he can't. I mean, that's the question they're trying to answer. And he did have that shoulder impingement. It's been mechanical, and I think we'll see if they can get it back. But let's not forget, when he was originally going to sign with the Dodgers, the homework assignment he gave to all the teams that were trying to sign him was, how do you get my velocity back? So Roki clearly knew that something has been up with his velocity, and he's only thrown over 100 twice this season, and it came in that first game against the Cubs when he had that strikeout to Suzuki. So we got Pablo DMac, his last play. We got Keith. I opened a $25K line of credit on Weibo to buy Freeland stock. I like that. That's a good one. Give you a Let's Go Dodgers.
I like that one.
I like that one. Gotta like that one. See if are they interested in my Michael Conforto stock? I'm having difficulty moving that Michael Conforto stock. Exodus. Well, like DMac used to say, these are champagne problems. Do we start a future Hall of Famer or not? Good problem to have. I like that. That's a good comment. I'm gonna give you a nice little organ sound for that one, because you're totally right. I mean, let's be honest too. I almost feel guilty for even having this conversation, and it's kind of one of those things, knock on all the wood you can find in your house, because if we are having this conversation a month from now, that tells you that everything has gone right. We got Exodus. CK would make a pretty darn good emergency starter in the playoffs if you need one. Yeah, the postseason numbers aren't great, but after 18 years, your number may not be great. It would be a great way to rewrite his legacy in some ways, to rewrite that narrative that has been against him. So the baseball gods owe Kershaw solid for what they did to him in 2017. I think he's going to have that moment. I really do. I believe in the guy. He's just a great dude, man. I've got a chance to ask him a bunch of questions this year, and there's just something. I don't know if it's aura or something, but it's almost more than that, to be honest. It's more like when he's in that freaking room, like I've never seen a dude like impact people that are great at what they do like Clayton Kershaw does without saying a word. His presence elevates. It just does. Okay, here we go. Tom V. This is going to be a good one today. Noel's going to be tough to pick, but Tom V says Decoy got a ring before the Padres. Fire take. We got Townser on the moon. DMac, do you have to do a shoey if Freeland changes walk-up song? Huh. Interesting.
I think that's fair.
No, I can't with this.
Bro, that's a good one.
If no, because I don't want to cheapen the shoeys, and honestly, my Jordans are like mad at me. Like my Jordans are like hiding from me. Yeah, but how about this? If he changes his walk-up song, I'll do a fake mustache for a show. For a show. Yeah, the Morgan Wallen.
How about you grew out the mustache too?
I'll try. It'll just be blonde, brown, and red, and I'll look like a freak, but I'll do my best. Nico, if Kershaw wins World Series MVP, does that make him the GOAT? If Clayton Kershaw, for whatever reason, and this would probably be a bad sign, meaning they dealt with some injuries, has a prominent role in the postseason and is the reason why, a big reason, like let's say that the Dodgers win the World Series and Clayton Kershaw is one of the 5 players that are most responsible for that World Series. I'm assuming it's Shohei. I'm assuming it's Freddie. I'm assuming Mookie could be in there. Maybe Muncy, a guy like that, Smith, Teoscar. But if Kersh would be in there and they win it all, then yeah, I definitely think that it would increase his stock. Would he be the GOAT? I mean, I don't know if you could call him the GOAT, right? I mean, it would just be kind of tough. It would be kind of tough to say he would be the GOAT. I mean, Randy Johnson has 101 WAR. Randy Johnson has won World Series titles in perfect games, and like I don't know if I'd call him the GOAT, but I would say that he's sitting at that table. He's certainly sitting at that table. I think he's top 10 or abouts there. I think that Maddox and Johnson are kind of the modern era guys are above him. I think the interesting one for me is he on Pedro Martinez's his level? And I think that you certainly can make the case that he's certainly on Pedro Martinez's level. Absolutely. I think that him and Pedro are in the same tier. I think that Maddox and I think that Greg Maddox and Randy Johnson are in a tier above him, if we're just being completely honest. But that's still all-time great stuff. I mean, no doubt about it. We got Tom DMac. What's the over/under on the hot dog challenge? I'm still working on that. That's the 9 for 9. Kershaw only throws 90. Postseason hitters will feast. Easy pickings. Okay, so let's give out that comment of the show. I think we're going to go with the first one. Let's go with the first one. You win. Let's bring it up to the top here. Let's read it one more time. Today's comment of the show here for the 7th inning stretch goes to...
Oh, it was that one. It was really early in this. He put that like 5 minutes into the show. We'll grab that clip for social.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Well,
the comment was it was what is 40? Was a bunch of 40 millionaires?
Yeah.
Or 40 millionaires standing around.
The 40 million people. Yeah. There's a comment in the chat. Well, how about this? We'll give a bonus one out here. We'll give a bonus one out here for the decoy got a ring before the Padres. But here we go. A little comment of the show action there. But great stuff here. And running out of time, we'll do some more Q&A later. And we're gonna do the post game show. So find me for that. Let's do like three more here, guys. I'm feeling like I gotta read some more comments here. We got RTWERX. If Elly comes to LA, DMac needs to do a milk shoey. Okay, all right. On a scale of Conforto to Kershaw, where does Freeland land? It's still TBD, man. He's a young player. We still need to see more from him for even just absolutely look at how his stock. Roki stock from Kevin. I think that he is a kind of an IPO at this point, right? You just don't know what he's going to be early on in his development. Let's not forget he's a 23-year-old pitcher that's still trying to figure it out in this league. Beer Sama, he's already a GOAT. He is already a GOAT. No one said he's a GOAT for sure. Is he the GOAT though? You guys know, if you guys want the biased Dodgers are all sunshine and rainbows 24/7 show, this is for you. This is the Keep It 100, the truth about the Dodgers show that I hope. By the way, someone in the chat says, this from Bubba Humberg says that Gavin Lux mentioned your guys' podcast on Mookie's podcast. I did see that. I did talk to Mookie yesterday, and it was cool. They did watch our interview with the Padres heckler. A lot of people were asking about that yesterday. So, yeah, I love that. Mr. Lazy, DMac, you're the best, big dog. I love the Dodger talk here. Appreciate that, Mr. Lazy. I'm going to give you a bonus comment to the show for that. But, guys, we are running out of time. So let's get to the walk-off.
The walk-off.
You can play it. So we've got a really fun clip of Hyeseong Kim and V, who is the talk of Dodgerland, the biggest superstar, V, who threw out the first pitch on Monday. Well, Hyeseong Kim, who is Korean, and V, who's Korean, they FaceTimed each other because Hyeseong Kim is still out on a rehab. And not only was this a warm and fun moment, well, it was also Hyeseong Kim giving out an injury update. Here, run the clip, Noel.
네, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 팬입니다.
저 영광입니다. 오늘 이거 부상 때문에 못 오셨다고.
네, 맞습니다. 너무 가고 싶었는데.
그러니까요. 진짜 한번 뵀으면 좋았을 텐데.
그러니까요, 너무 뵙고 싶었는데.
그럼 지금은 다른 주에서 지금 치료받고 계신 거예요?
네, 오클라호마에 있고 아마 이번 주 주말쯤이나 다음 주쯤에 갈 것 같습니다.
그래요? 다음에 LA 오면은 그때 한번 꼭 봬요, 같이.
진짜요? 알겠습니다.
네.
감사합니다.
영광입니다. 그래, 다음에 꼭 같이 봬요.
네, 알겠습니다.
감사합니다. 열심히 던질게요. 원래 배우고 싶었는데.
진짜요?
선수님한테 한번
되면 언제든지.
제가 배워본 적이 없어가지고 한번 배워보고 싶었는데.
또 만약에 관심 생기시면 제가 언제든 알려드리겠습니다.
네, 오늘 잘하고 오겠습니다.
네, 알겠습니다. 저 TV 지켜보겠습니다.
그래요? 네, 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다.
네.
So you hear him right there. He told V that he's going to be back in a week and he's getting back close. So that's good to see because a lot of people were saying that Hyeseong Kim would be after Edmund possibly, or kind of in that tier, and that Muncy would be first. So we will find out. I did see Muncy running before the game, but yeah, I mean, Dodgers won that night 7-0. Threw out a rocket first pitch, threw an absolute dart there. So good times. But that's going to do it for this episode of Dodgers Dugout Live. My name is Doug McKain. You can follow me on X and Instagram at DMac_LA. Special thanks to producer Noel. You can follow him at Noise by Noel. Special thanks to all of you guys out there that make this show what it is. The best chat in the game, the best fans in the game. It is you guys in the chat. And also, special thanks to Alex Freeland for rocking with us. Go follow him on Instagram as well. We'll drop his social down below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to support the channel every day. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, drop a comment down below. And most importantly, remember that nothing, absolutely nothing, brings us together quite like Dodger baseball. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.